oh yeah, can you bring it down to 500 naira? You want to say to them,
Oga, and see, this thing is not 1,000. Now 500 it be now. Give me.
hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristin here, and today's video is a bit different because I just read the most hilarious comment in my comment section. But before we delve into this comment and why it's so funny, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well if you want to get a notification whenever I drop a new video. Okay, if you're an oldie, love you guys. Thank you for your constant support. And actually this comment is from somebody who is also an oldie, like literally he's like my day one fan from YouTube. His name is Military Minds. I'm just looking here because I'm looking at the comment on my laptop. So his name is Military Minds, and literally, I kid you not, like if I could give a prize or an award for, you know, my number one support, my number one fan basically here on YouTube, this guy would be it, because I don't know him, right, personally. Like I don't know him personally, so he's obviously really likes my music and, you know, has been supporting me since I started posting on YouTube. And I always see his comments, and his comments always like brighten my day. Shout out to you, Military Minds. But this comment was even more hilarious because basically he was commenting on my Burna Boy Wonderful reaction video, and as part of his comments, he was like, but Kristin, your multiple accent swings be offing me these days. Home tongue to West London tone. Next second, it's the New Yorker vibe. Ibitinzo. This is what he says. Basically, he's saying that my accent is not stable. So I was like, sorry, yo, I have multiple accent disorder. I'll try and focus on one so it doesn't put you off. Because obviously he's a huge fan of mine, and I don't want, you know, this one thing that puts him off to make him not come back, right? And he's just so amazing because he then responded saying, Kristin Udoh customer service furnish you there. She sabi sing, she comes, gets sweet mouth. Who is she? Kristin, don't leave me. No, I laughed so hard. But the point is, this video is about accents, but this comment kind of triggered it. Like obviously it's just a joke, he just mentioned it just so I know, but I'm sure there are other people out there who probably feel the same way, like, oh, why is her accent like fluctuating in and out, or 1 second it's Nigerian, the next second it's British, the third second it's something else. To be honest, I don't know how he heard I'm not sure where he's hearing the New Yorker tone from, because I've never actually lived in New York or the US, to be honest. Like for a long period of time I have visited, but I just haven't lived there. Yeah, so there's this thing called I don't really know what to call it. Let's call it multiple accent malfunctioning, basically. So what has happened is, like, I don't know what my default accent is, because literally on and off YouTube, I switch in and out. Even with my parents, with my family, like I'm in and out all the time, like, because I just can't seem to figure out. It's not even a mind thing, like it just happens automatically. So for example, it's this thing where if I'm speaking to a Nigerian, for example, I would probably sound something like, hey, how are you? Okay, how is it doing? You know, how is Lagos? Traffic, this one, that one, you know, like very neutral. I wouldn't really say it's a strong Nigerian accent, for example. Like first of all, I don't know how to speak Pidgin. I can't speak any Nigerian languages. So literally all I do know is English, right? But what had happened was straight after high school, and I went to a British high school, so technically not a British high school, a British curriculum high school in Nigeria. So technically, like, all we spoke was English, and all our exams and everything were in English, and we communicated with each other in English, like, and proper English, not like broken English. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like, even with my friends, for example, playfully or whatever, like, I would never go into a deep Nigerian accent because I actually don't know how to do that. Like, sometimes it comes out because of the person I'm speaking to, but I'll get to that in a bit. And then straight after high school, I moved to the UK. And you know, when you're 16 in the UK, people around you, like, you pick off accents of the people around you. And if you're hanging around with a lot of British sounding people, then that's what's going to happen. And actually, in my A-level school, we were literally like probably like 3-4 black girls or something like that. Guys, the worst thing ever just happened to me. So I was filming and I had literally finished. I got to the end and realized that my camera was off the entire time. Not the entire time, but like almost like half of the video didn't come. Anyways, let me just round up the story I was telling you. So moved to the UK, you know, at 16 you pick up accents of the friends that you have around you, and in that case most of my friends had British accents, and so that's where I really picked this up from, because I didn't move to like London. I moved to like literally, like, you know, those kind of like boarding houses that you read about in like Enid Blyton and stuff. Yeah, it was one of those. There aren't that many black people in that side of town or in that side of the UK, so that's how I picked up this accent. And then moving on from there, you know, uni, still in London now, with more cultural people around me, and you know, now we formed the African Society, and obviously because you want to like show that, you know, yeah, represent Nigeria and stuff like that, you kind of like blend in, and you know, you try to not seem too posh or too British in some scenarios. So basically in uni I would pick and choose when I would want to sound like what I would want to sound like, basically. And moving on from there, so that's 3 years of uni, 2 years of A-levels, 5 years in the UK. Yeah, that's why this accent sometimes seeps out, guys. It's not on purpose, let's just put it at that. Now, moving from the UK back to Nigeria, living in Nigeria for 2 years and working, you know, once they know you have a British accent in Nigeria, they want you to use it all the time for things like, oh, it's just a bit more professional when speaking to clients, so that they think that, you know, our company is all that, basically, because we can afford to pay, you know, someone that sounds like you. That was the mentality. Yep, that was the mentality. Yep. In as much as you think no, that was the mentality. Well, basically in the company I worked, that was the mentality. And so at work I was, you know, sometimes would be neutral, and other times when speaking to clients and stuff like that, wanted to make sure that I sounded heavily British, which is sad, but yeah, that was the situation back home. And obviously now mingling around people that just sounded purely Nigerian, I'm picking up lingo and slangs and, you know, things that are now influencing my accent. So now 2 years in Nigeria, and obviously even in Nigeria, like, you go to certain places and you wouldn't want to sound like British, you would want to sound extremely Nigerian so that they don't cheat you, if you know what I mean. Like, you don't want to go to like a shop and they're telling you, oh, this costs 1,000 naira, and you want to price it down to 500 naira, and you basically don't want to basically be saying to them, oh yeah, can you bring it down to 500 naira? You want to say to them, Oga, and see, this thing is not 1,000. Now 500 it be now, give me, you know, those kind of things. Like, so I had to learn how to, you know, learn these things and how to like negotiate, bargain and stuff in different areas with Nigerian accent. Yeah, don't want to be sounding like this in Lagos, they will kidnap you. Lol, I'm joking. But yeah, then moving out of see, even just there, hey God, my life. Then moving out of Nigeria and moving to Dubai. Most people that studied and lived in Dubai and most people that work in, even though Dubai, people come from all different parts of the world, and actually there's a strong British crowd here, but what had happened was my company is American, and so most people, when they speak on the phone, because we do like a lot of calling in my company, like clients and stuff, they sound very American. So now I'm sitting in this office with everyone, almost everyone around me sounding highly American. And so now I'm picking up little words from them here and there. So like there, like there. I just said it, it's a bit frustrating because like I'm not doing it on purpose, but I realize that in conversations that I'm having, I'm dropping American words. And I'm like, since when? Like I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, So at this point in time, as you can tell, my accent is just a bit all over the place. And I think that's because I've moved around quickly in 5 years from the UK back to Nigeria, 2 years, and then 2 years so far, well, almost 2 years in Dubai. And it just feels very like mixed. So if you hear me switching in and out, guys, just accept it and take it like that. But obviously, following the advice from Military Minds, I'm going to try so hard to stick to one per video. It's going to be a bit of a brain wreck for me because I normally don't think before I speak. I'm just speaking because this is my norm. Like, this is how I would speak to everyone. But now I think I need to be cautious of when I'm using what, so that it doesn't it's in Military Minds word, it's not offing you guys. So I just wanted to have a chat about that. If you're also going through this similar situation as I am, then you're definitely going to understand what I'm saying right now. If not, just tell me what you think in the comment section. Yeah, obviously sometimes some people are purposely putting on an accent. But in my case, like, fam, I wish I just had one. I don't even care which one it was. I just want stability. Yeah. So, yeah, long and short of it, yeah, multiple accents malfunction is what I've called it now. Hopefully, when I move to either Nigeria or the UK to settle down, I'll stick to one because I guess being there for a long period of time really does influence how I sound. So yeah, hopefully this problem won't last that long. Ugh, what is that fly, please? But yeah, anyways, if you got this far in the video, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below, letting me know what your thoughts are if you have this similar issue. And yes, I will be in the comment section also responding to your comments as well. Till next time, guys, bye.